from the chairman of the People's Organization for Progress, longtime activist, a warrior, a courageous warrior from Newark. Please welcome Brother Larry Hamm.
Thank you, Brother McIntosh. Power to the people. Power to the people. Long live Cemotap. Long live Cemotap. 35 more years. 35 more years. Brothers and sisters, I'm very glad to be here just to give this solidarity statement. I wish I could speak to you longer, but I'll come back again. The next time I'll sleep in New York the night before. And that way I can get through that traffic and be here with you. I want to thank Cemotap for all the work they've done over these past decades. We need Cemotap. We need it as much today as we did 20 years ago, because the truth of the matter is racism still exists in this country. And it still exists, and it's still having a deleterious effect on our people, on our minds, and on their consciousness. If you ride the buses and the subways and you listen to our young people talk, you and I know that the sickness of self-hate still exists in our community. That students will still fight over being called black. This is a serious problem, and we need not only to attack the negative images that come out of the white media, we also need to attack the negative images that come out of the black media. Because if you go to some of these stores, some of these convenience stores, and you see some of these so-called black magazines that have come out, those images are more damaging than the images of Amos and Andy and others in the 1950s. The degradation of black women that we see on the cover of these magazines that are being sold should be in the X-rated sections. Only the black women do you see exposed on the covers of these magazines. So while we attack white racism and the racist images that come out of the institutionalized white media, we would be remiss if in our duty if we did not criticize those institutions in our own community that are having a negative effect on our people. It makes me want to weep when I go in these convenience stores and I see our women disrobed and undressed this way. So we need Cemotap to attack all the negative images that affect our people and are having a negative effect on our children. I especially want to thank Cemotap for the work that it has done to try to at least make the attempt to save like it is, and the great work that Brother Gil Noble has done over the decades. Cemotap, foremost, has been in the forefront of this struggle to try and preserve Brother Gil Noble's legacy. And lastly, I want to thank Cemotap for the support that it has given to the People's Organization for Progress. One of the reasons I'm late here today, I don't know if you know it, but we have been engaged in daily protests for jobs, peace, equality, and justice in our community. Today was the 266th consecutive day of protests against the astronomical levels of unemployment that exist in our community. The Cemotap was one of the first organizations on this side of the Hudson to come forward and give us the support that we need. And these protests are going to continue at least for another 115 days. We resolved to go 381 days. Why? That was the length of the Montgomery bus boycott. And if our people who didn't have cell phones and iPods and tablets and all these conveniences, if they could fight against the Klan for 381 days, we could at least protest for 381 days for racial equality and justice in our community today. So I want to thank Cemotap for that work. Thank Brother McIntosh and Sister Betty Dobson. Give Cemotap a big round of applause, brothers and sisters.